everyone, and thank you for joining us today for our 11th annual Ladies Tea and our 3rd virtual tea and online auction. My name is Angela Cho, and I'm the Executive Director here at Club Christ, and I'm so grateful you're joining us today to learn more about our work in our city and to hear directly from the students we've been able to serve. I'm so excited for you to hear their stories. Before that, though, I want to begin with a series of thank yous. First and foremost, thank you to those of you who've opened up your home this afternoon for an at-home tea party. And of course, thank you to Life Springs for hosting a watch party. We're so grateful for all of you. I hope you're enjoying the wonderful goodies and the delicious tea from your basket. Next, a huge thank you to Brenda Meehan, my tea team co-chair, and the rest of our committee. You guys have made this event a huge success because of your valuable input, insight, and time you've given. Thank you. And I would be way remiss if I did not mention my staff. Joshua, Lauren, Michaela, and Dennis, thank you for always going above and beyond to do what we need to do. And thank you for tuning in today and supporting our work as we serve 160 youth in our city. Now it's time to get out your smartphone, leave a comment, or drop a teacup emoji. And while you're at it, make sure to head over to nellisauction.com and get bidding on those amazing packages. But don't forget, the auction will close at 3:15. I know I'm personally excited to bid on the Treat Yourself package. I have 4 kids under 3, so it's a little crazy, and I could use a treat day. I'm gonna leave my husband to the chaos. Today is an opportunity to raise a significant amount of money to support the work that we're doing from the comfort of our own homes. Through your generosity, our goal is to raise $30,000 to not only continue the work we're currently doing at our 4 learning centers, but to expand and reach more students in the near future. Your gift will go to directly meeting the critical needs of our community, and the easiest way to do that is via the new text to give feature. So again, get out that phone, text the word T to 775-415-8261. That number can be found below me on the screen and also in your program. Finally, a huge thank you to Sundvick of Sundvick Legacy Center, who's our premier sponsor of this event. The Sundvick Legacy Center has been sponsoring the tea since we began 11 years ago. That's amazing. Their partnership has helped us to reach thousands of students in the city, and we want to help them reach more clients who need assistance with estate planning. Let's hear from Lizette.
Welcome to the 11th Annual Club Christ Ladies Tea. I'm Lizette Sundvick, founder of Sundvick Legacy Center and sponsor of this event. At Sundvick Legacy Center, we help our clients intentionally leave a legacy to those they love and care about. One of our values at Sundvick Legacy Center is to empower families to positively impact generations. This closely aligns with the mission of Club Christ to empower urban youth to transform their communities for Christ. We are so glad you are here. Enjoy the rest of the tea.
So I love hearing and sharing the stories of our students, and so that's why I'm so excited to have Edlin here with me today. And you know, I know you're not supposed to have favorites, but Edlin has a special place in my heart. I've known her since she was in 5th grade, and now she's a senior. She's going to graduate high school next month. And so Edlin, tell us about yourself.
I'm a senior in high school. I'm the oldest of 5. And I've been attending the center for 9 years. Miss Angela, what has made you proud of me?
Yeah, so I think one of the things that I've been proud of you is just how responsible you are. You know, it's a lot to take care of not just yourself, but to take care of your younger siblings. And you know, I know when the schools closed for COVID, you were doing your schoolwork, you were helping your siblings, you were watching Romeo at the same time. That's her little baby brother. And that's just a lot, and you have just done it all well, and you've never complained about it. You know, you continue to help your mom and help your stepdad so they can work. You help your siblings, you love them, you love the kids. So Edlin, what impact has the center had on you specifically? Like, you know, how has it helped you become the person you are today?
The center has impacted me by helping me prepare and think about the future, and that no matter what path I take, that God will always follow me through it all.
I love that, you know, you've grown in your faith as well as your personality and your skills. And so what is a favorite memory? You know, you've been coming here for 9 years, so I'm sure there's lots of memories. So what's a favorite memory that you have, maybe something that you'll always remember?
I'll always remember right after school, coming to the Learning Center and being excited to see what's next, what verse we're going to learn, and seeing my friends too. They came here too, and you know, they were always excited too. And they, right after like finishing the center, they'd always be like, oh wow, I like this part about this verse, and I really like this activity that we did. What about you, Miss Angela?
Yeah, I think there's a lot, but I think with you and I specifically, I remember when Miss Anna and I took you and Leslie to church, and then we went and got lunch, we went and got cupcakes, and I have that picture of us. It's one of my favorite pictures. And it was just cool to be able to connect with you. I think you were in 6th grade at that point, just to connect with you outside of the center and get to know you better. And I think that really is kind of what bonded us and started our, you know, our mentorship. And so it's special. It's been special to me. So then Edlin, you know, you're graduating next month. That's huge. So what do you want to do in your future? What do you hope to accomplish with that?
I hope to attend CSN and finish up my associate's degree there, and then go to Nevada State College, where we went on a field trip once, and do elementary education.
Yeah, and like I know you will do so well at that. I've seen you at the center. You've been interning with us. Like you will be an amazing teacher, and those future kids are lucky to have you. And you know, we at Club Christ want to continue to help support you and ensure that you succeed after graduation and you're not with us at the center anymore as a student. And so with that, we want to give you a scholarship. So it's the Evan Hartzell Student Scholarship Award of $500 a semester to help you with your post-secondary plan. So books, transportation, your classes, you know.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Hi, I'm Joshua. I'm the Program Director of Club Christ. I've been Program Director since October. It's been an amazing experience getting to know the kids, watching them grow and learn, and seeing our center directors and volunteers in action and their heart for the kids. Our center directors, throughout my time here, have come up with new initiatives, and it's been amazing the ideas they've come up with. At Casa de Luz, Angel came up with this great idea for the teens of building relationships with them and having them learn leadership skills. So she thought the best way would be organically. What they've been doing is they've been coming in and they've been mentoring some of the elementary level kids, and they've been like mentors to them and really pouring into the younger kids. Though as they're doing that, they're learning leadership skills, the teens, and they're also growing in their math and their reading fluency. At our Summerhill Center, Michaela came up with a really great idea to help kids with positive behaviors. So she came up with a system where they wear a lanyard when they come in, and they get stars for everything they do well, whether it's encouraging another kid, whether it's doing their homework well, whether they're in the reading room and they go through the reading room and work hard in there, cleaning up, whatever the case may be in the center, we're reinforcing them and encouraging them in positive behaviors. So when they get about 10 stars, they'll get a stamp for every positive behavior. When they get 10 stars or 20 or 30, 30 being the largest prize they can get, they can trade them in, and at the 30 level, they get, whether for the girls it's nails or lip gloss, for the boys like, you know, the finger skateboards. It's really helping our kids learn positive behaviors and reinforcing that, but also that they're learning a life principle of saving for what you want. And as they get older, they're going to have to save money and really save for what they need or want. It's teaching them that life principle right now. And as adults, we all go through stress, and we all have stressors in our life, and we have to learn through life how to healthily cope with those stressors and emotions. So our center director, Dennis, saw this need for kids when they're having a stressful day or they're feeling angry, of how to healthily cope with those emotions. And for him, he's a drummer, and music has always been like a great thing for him. Drumming to get that healthy healthy cathartic release of emotion out. So he thought it would be awesome to do drum lessons for the kids. So this just started this month. He's 2 Fridays a month. He's teaching the kids drum lessons. And it's teaching them how to healthily cope using music as that cathartic release for the emotions they're experiencing and learning healthy coping skills. because we want to equip these kids not only in their education but also with life principles and how to social emotional learning as well. And last but not least, our Las Vegas Center Director, Lauren, saw a need for our families and our kids in the Las Vegas Center to have affordable health care. So what she did was she partnered with a local nonprofit in town called Hope Christian Health Center. And what they do is they're a mobile health center that brings affordable health care to families right where they're at in their community, and they come right to our center, so they don't have to travel far. They can just walk right to our center once a month and get affordable health care. It's been amazing to meet that need for our community, and through that, Lauren is meeting really a need for every human to have affordable health care. In addition to these initiatives, we've had 200 kids walk through our centers this year, and we thought it was more important now than ever for them to walk through our centers and receive and be consistent in them receiving tutoring in literacy and math intervention, leadership development, Bible studies, and most importantly, loving care from our volunteers, from our center directors, having healthy mentors in their lives. We could not do what we do without our volunteer tutors. They are the lifeblood of our organization. And if you feel you're hearing what we're about here, and you feel like you're led to volunteer and just love on these kids, that's all we ask. You don't have to have a teaching degree. Just love on these kids. You can go to www.clubchrist.org and fill out our volunteer interest form. In addition, you can also comment in the comments section, and we'll get back to you with information on how to volunteer as well. We have coming up one of our volunteers who's been serving with us since 2016 to give her heart on serving and volunteering at our center.
I get way more out of it than I give. The kids are amazing. Students are maybe dealing with a lot of things that other youth in other communities do not have to deal with. Right. So, for example, helping their younger siblings with homeschooling. Parents are trying to cobble together, how they're going to work during COVID. And the older children in the home have to help them navigate virtual learning, which is challenging at best.
When I was younger, in middle school and elementary, I used to come here to learn, but now I teach other kids. I help them learn themselves. They make them feel welcome. They feel comfortable, feel safe.
Mostly, I learned about Jesus and leadership. We learn about like respecting others and like traits so like we can be disciplined.
Hello. I am Liv Dooley, and I'm incredibly excited to encourage your heart in the Word for just a few moments today. Friendship has incredible benefits in our lives, and it can truly help us to remember the great God that we serve and to hold us accountable to one another in new ways. Friendship can help to preserve our lives, and it can help us to remember that others see great potential within ourselves. It's that friendship that the Lord has called us to. And it's my hope that you would see your partnership with Club Christ as a friendship, that is going to have lasting results long beyond the day that you choose to give, long beyond the season that you choose to engage with Club Christ. It's this friendship that is going to help preserve lives. It's this friendship that is going to help others recognize that God has given them incredible potential. And it is this friendship that is going to support their future. I have been really intrigued by the friendship between David and Jonathan because, to be quite honest, when we give, even to those we're in relationship with and those whom we consider to be our friends, we give with an expectation that we will receive a reward, a response that is favorable. And that's okay. That is natural. And it's important because it ensures that our relationships are reciprocal. However, when I look at the relationship between David and Jonathan, I see that it's not always reciprocal, and that God does some of his best work in those relationships as well. You see, you're going to receive instant results from your choice to give. You're going to see how Club Christ expand. You're going to see how their internship program continues to build up the next generation of leaders. You're going to see how the students succeed academically. You are going to see how they thrive emotionally. You're going to see how they begin to come into relationship with Jesus. But there will be other rewards that you may never see, that you may never get the opportunity to witness. Nonetheless, I want to remind you today that the Lord is faithful and that he rewards those who give, even when they don't have the promise that it will be reciprocated. I am intrigued by David and Jonathan's friendship, as I've already mentioned, because Jonathan had everything to give and yet had very few things to expect in return from David. When they meet in 1 Samuel chapter 20, we see that they have a comfortable exchange as David asks why it is that King Saul has begun to hunt him down, and as Jonathan meets him where he is and continues to in 1 Samuel chapter 20, I am really struck by how selfless Jonathan is as he gives. He comes to a place where he recognizes that he may never see the fruit of his choice to give David the opportunity to have his life secure. He recognizes that if the Lord is going to be with David as he was with his father, it will mean that he no longer has an opportunity to rule as king. He recognizes that he has to sacrifice his position in life so that the kingdom can continue to advance and develop. And it's that heart that I admire today. He chooses to give everything, including the fact that he may lose his life in this process. And I want you to just invite the Lord to ask you how it is that he's called you to give. Because it's true, you're going to see some immediate results, but it's also true that there will be others that will last much longer than your life. There are others that you may not receive the immediate blessing from, but that your children and your children's children will. You see, when David became king, he went back for Mephibosheth. He looked for Jonathan's children. He looked for Saul's family to see how he might bless them. And your gift is going to do the same today. It's going to speak into the lives of those who have the need to know the Lord Jesus as their Savior. And when it does, you can be sure that all of our families will benefit from the growth and the development that these children have in the Lord. We can be sure that in a world where we see selfishness rise, in a world where we see depression increase, in a world where we see violence rule, we can trust that our gift will ensure that those whom we have the opportunity to show friendship to will learn what it is like to walk in the fruit of the Spirit, will know what it's like to enjoy joy and peace and love and patience and kindness and gentleness. I want you to know that you are going to see a return on your choice to give today, but there are others that will be long lasting and that will help to leave a legacy in this earth that will bless our world for years to come. It is my prayer that you will choose to give today, not because of what you can see, but because of what you believe. The Lord is doing amazing things here with Club Christ, and you can be sure that He is faithful that He will bless those whom you choose to give today. If you are interested in giving, as I pray that you are, if you are interested in seeing your legacy of love and generosity, kindness and gentleness continue to grow in this earth, you can choose to donate at clubchrist.org, or you can even text the word TEA, to 775-415-8261. I pray that you are blessed. I pray that you know that Club Christ is good ground and that you will see an eternal reward for the choice that you make to be a friend today.
My family is usually when I was younger, they were more at war with each other, but now it's a bit calmer because my mom and dad are divorced. I was already a kid. I just didn't know what was going on. So on top of learning and having to go home with that, it's just tiring. But I guess at one point we did go back to Mexico. That was hard, I think, but I guess it would all worked out. We first came to the center because of my mom's friend. Her daughter was like a child as well, and she recommended us to come here. So once we started coming here, it was a bit weird because obviously I didn't speak English, but the center director at the time did speak Spanish, so it was a lot easier for me to communicate. She knew how to teach me how to do stuff that normal people here can do. I've always found that the center has always been very caring. It's not rare, but it's not common either. Being here is kind of it's just a second home, I guess, because I can just tell them anything. They helped me a lot through education. I don't think I would have maybe even graduated if it wasn't for tutoring and all the help that they give me. They taught me a lot of stuff that my mom couldn't. When it came to addition, subtraction, multiplication, they always helped me. There was always someone that could teach me, and it was refreshing because being from a Hispanic family, my mom doesn't understand because they teach it differently over there where she's from than from here. I think the teachings here are different, because they tell you how you apply it in real life. Leadership, teamwork, stuff like that. They teach it in a way where it's not just the Bible, it's something that you do regularly. I never really expected a scholarship from here. Just attending here is good enough, I think. I think it's also going to be really helpful. Because my mom, she can't just do everything. They're not just here to teach you. They're here to help you become a good person. The way I act now, I think has been impacted by the center, because I know what's right and wrong. Everyone that has been here has always helped me. Just simply tutoring being here is a good thing for me.
I'll admit, the first time I watched that video, I cried. I've known Nayeli for 9 years, and to be able to witness firsthand the impact that Club Christ has had on her life is such a testament to God's goodness and His faithfulness. It has blessed me, and I'm so grateful for that. And so this is your opportunity to join us and to be part of something bigger than yourselves. So thank you to everyone who has given in the past, who's giving today, and who will give in the future to support our work. You are directly impacting our students, their families, their communities, and our city. So remember, text the word tea to 775-415-8261 to make your gift. If you're at an at-home watch party or at Life Springs, your hostess has an envelope where you can place cash or check if you prefer. And as a final reminder, the auction will close at 3:15. Please don't outbid me on the Treat Yourself package, so make sure to get your final bids in before then. And once again, thank you. Thank you for watching today. Thank you for partnering with us, and thank you for believing in the work that we're doing. I'm so grateful.